Hi there, this is Jackie, my Apex Training. Thank you for joining us on how to complete a home exercise program when we are shelter in place. So, due to the COVID-19 outbreak, we have been ordered or mandated by our government and our higher ups to stay secluded just so that we don't end up spreading this deadly virus to those that are vulnerable, like the immunosuppressed and the elderly. So, getting back to the purpose of this program is to provide for one of my athletes number 201955, what I call like cliff notes or visual reminders of how to execute 5 movements, and that would be, or 5 aspects of a home program. And so we're going to go over a power clean, front squat, and push press for those that may not have access to cardio equipment, just to get the joints all warmed up and the heart rate brought up gradually. And then we're going to go into step outs, which are also known as leg lunges. The third thing we're going to go over are plank overs. It's basically a modified push-up. So you can do them from fairly easy, where some of it's gravity eliminated, to very difficult, where you're actually parallel to the ground. Fourth thing is we're going to go over suspension system training. I use a TRX. I'm very pleased with that type of product. There are other variations of it, such as Voss and such, but I find that through handling the TRX and handling other types of suspension systems equipment, I find that the TRX is very user-friendly. It's just an excellent piece of equipment to use, and it is a must-have for a mobile gym, a home gym, even if you decide to open your own commercial gym. I wasn't a really big proponent of TRX up till about probably 8 months ago, when I had to really kind of be open-minded and branch out to other avenues, because not everyone has the same mindset where they're going to be like this competitive Olympic weightlifter, which is my background. That got me started into weight training. And the last thing we're going to go over is how you can perform some resistance exercises with readily available items in your house to work your tris and bis and deltoids. Okay, so first order of things, this is a PVC pipe. You can actually purchase a 10-foot pipe from Home Depot. This is actually which I took a cutter, pliers, and some PVC cutter, and I split it in half so that you can actually make 2 poles. So basically, for the cost of this material, it's maybe $5-6 for the 10-foot of PVC pipe, and the end caps are less than $1 a piece. So, I mean, you're looking at $10 for just an amazing piece of equipment. I like the end caps because it actually cuts down the noise and it protects your flooring, and it gives it more of a cleaner look for your athletes to use. Okay. All right. So here we go. So this is the power clean. So you want to stay flat-footed from this point, and then when you start, you want to keep your heels, your feet, like I said, flat-footed. You want your shoulders ahead of your elbows, ahead of the bar. And so what this does is this offers you to be able to load your legs, come up tall, and then you want to use your traps to come up. And so it's not a reverse curl, but it's actually a trapezius contraction with your scapula adducting, your shoulder blades pinching each other. As you come up, as you pull it up to upper torso level, then you pull yourself under. Then from here you perform 3 front squats. It's important to get your knees out and keep your chest up. 1, 2, 3, and then from here you give it like kind of a push, jump, push, jump, push, jump. So it's basically 3 plus 3 plus 3. And you know, I would like to go for 10 reps, but if you get to 8, I'm cool with that. So this takes the place of doing 10 minutes of cardio, so it's really 3 sets of 10 reps. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is the complex, is what we call it in weightlifting. So from here you go 1, 2. Now, you probably do. You actually, once you get to here, you want to kind of shuffle out. 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That's 1 rep. And you just repeat it until you get to 10 reps. Okay. So that would be the first segment of the exercise program. So the second exercise we're going to do, basically we're doing the walkouts, which are also known as leg lunges. So I'm going to grab a pair of 15-pound dumbbells. So it will vary. Some people will do 8, some people do 15. I work myself up to 30 pounds. You know, there comes a point where it's kind of like, okay, you have to have it up a threshold to keep it reasonable. In other words, I'm not going to be like doing 50 pounds each arm, so within reason. So upright chest, okay, focal point forward. And so when you're taking your step outs, you want to be able to, it's like you're tiptoeing that, you're not rushing it. Your knees are staying just behind the toes. Okay, I'm going to be stepping out of the camera. Then you go backwards. Core kicks in, come down easy, come up, bring it back, come down. Okay, so you may only have maybe just a little bit of room. You may not have like 20 feet of space in your house. So that's why I incorporate going backwards as well. So there's no time wasted from step to rep. Okay, so once you've done that, once you've done the step outs, I have my athletes do about 10 to 15 reps, sometimes up to 20, depending on where their level of activity is. And in between those reps, we're going to go into doing plank overs. All right. Okay, so for those that are just starting, I might just have them just start here. Okay, and then they might just kind of plank over and plank over. Okay, as you get more advanced, imagine add a push-up. Okay, so come over, push up, come over, and push up. Okay, so you notice I'm not having my hips hiked up, I'm not sagging down, but I'm trying to stay as straight as I can when I plank over. Okay, so I get my core, and I get my upper body. Okay, so I would say at least 5 reps, not more than 8. So you'll do a set of the step outs, also known as leg lunges, and in between that you'll do your plank overs. So I usually have my athletes do 2 to 3 sets of those apiece. So now that completes the second movement of the home exercise program. Now we're going to move into the TRX. Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn this off to the side here so we can get the door there. Okay. I'm going to have to tip this up a little bit, so bear with me. So I had to problem solve this aspect. I went on vacation with my family back in, gosh, it wasn't that long ago, just like around January. And so the problem was that I knew that they were going to have the things that I need for my gym. And so because I altered the way I train, I was able to actually be outside the box and not feel like I have to go to the Gold's Gym or go to a 24-hour fit, or 2/3 of the time they may not have the bumper plates for performing like clean and jerks and snatch work. And so now what I did was I ended up taking a weighted vest. I'll show you what weighted vest is real quick. I'm getting a little distracted here, but let me grab it for you. So this will be part of phase 3 of the program. This is a weighted vest from Extreme Monkey. Love this brand, very durable, very well made, very well priced, meaning that not super expensive. This is a 35-pound vest. I have a 45 loaned out to one of my athletes, and I have a 55-pound for keeping here at the gym. Another thing that we're going to look into phase 3, since we're talking about phase 3. There's this power bag. The power bag is by Rep Fitness. You can barely see it, but this also is another amazing brand. So that's what I took on my trip to vacation. I took a weighted vest, a 50-pound power bag, and this is the winner here, a chin-up bar that you can use as a mount for your suspension system. This is a Voss system. Again, I have a TRX one as well. I'm actually setting that up for one of my athletes. I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn this camera around. That's my business logo, Apex Training. And so here's where I have. I have my TRX here. So I was fortunate to buy a few of these so I can get my crew set up for their home programs before the shelter in place took effect. So I have it here rigged up to my chin-up bar on my power cage. All right. Let me see if I get it in it. There we go. Okay, so it's very effective. Again, I'm using the Vossman's example. So I'm getting ready to send this one off to my my athlete here. All right, so again over here, we're gonna open this door. So how this rigs up is it goes under, door and up and over, and when you do this, you want to make sure that it's on securely, okay? Last thing you want to do is do a TRX and the bar flips off and then you end up with a concussion. So that would be highly undesirable. Okay? So from here you can work on doing your abs. So again, you want to just make sure you check the anchoring of the chin-up bar. And you want to make sure that you are pulling opposite to where it's anchored. Okay? You don't want to pull in the same direction as what the anchor is. You know, it's like if I were to pull that way, it would match the bar. So if I were to go this way, it will pull the bar out. So I have to go opposite of where it's anchored to keep it in place. All right. So basically, for doing the working of the lats and the rhomboids, I take the slack out of the straps. And pull this back so you can see what's going on here. Again, not to be a TRX snob, but if this was a TRX rig on here, I wouldn't have to be challenged, so to speak, with all these extra like straps and these thick straps hanging out here. But let me stay focused here before I have another distract moment. So you get here, you lean back, and from here you come up and pull, okay? Here, and pull. Here, hands or knuckles are facing up. As you pull up, knuckles are facing out to the side, okay? So that works the posterior chain, the back, the hamstrings, the hip extensors, and pardon me, I have a backside towards you, so when we're doing abs, you can't see what I'm doing better, so I'm gonna simulate it. So when you're doing abs, then you're leaning forward. Of course, my backside would be towards you when I'm doing this, otherwise the ball will flip off the door jamb. So as you come up, you can come forward and back, and forward and back. So really focus on keeping the elbow slightly bent, almost like you're overreaching, like you're almost at the point of no return, and then you come back. So you accelerate a little bit more quickly to hit the brakes, to kick in your core, your abs, and then you bring it back. Okay, you also will feel it in your lats. And you also feel it in your triceps, because those are your braking mechanisms, because you're like, oh, I'm pulling back. Whoa, 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 I'm pulling back. So you get in your rectus abdominis here, you get in your hip flexors, because you're trying to come back to the middle, okay? So that's the suspension system aspect. And the last thing we're going to cover is basically some exercises for your deltoids. I'm going to see what I can grab out of the fridge here. Not sure if it's going to fit, but let's see. Okay, I have a gallon of milk here. Look for my Velcro strap. Give me a second. Alright, I'm coming back for you guys. Bear with me. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and I'm back. Hopefully this doesn't drop down and splash all over the gym flooring. But basically I have it's a 2-inch Velcro strap. This is a Husky strap that I picked up from Home Depot, and I have it strapped to a gallon of milk, which weighs about 8 pounds. So you can do like arm curls. Might be too light for you, but it's better than nothing for now. So I'm doing the arm curls from here. All right. You can do deltoids from here. Bring it up and out, bear down. Okay, so remember 8 pounds here is going to feel like 15-20 pounds out there. All right, and then for your triceps, This might be a little tricky. I'm trying to set this milk on the ground here. Tricep extensions. All right. All right. You can actually do those type of movements on the TRX as well. So I'll go ahead and add that in right now. I put my jug of milk back in the fridge. Whole milk, that's what we drink. And this is the 2-inch strap I was talking about. It's a Husky strap. I believe it's got a 200-pound weight limitation on it. What does it say on here? Patent number. Yeah, 200 pounds. So there's a 200-pound max on here. Very excellent investment. Home Depot. It's like $10. It's fantastic. Okay, so getting back to tries and buys, and then we'll conclude our video from there. Okay. So again, you want to make sure you go in the opposite direction of where it's anchored. Okay, so let's say that if I were doing triceps, so I'm not going to do it this way because it'll unhitch on me. So let's say if my backside was towards you and I'm doing triceps from here, I'll turn sideways from here. I guess you can't really see it from me that end. You have to just take my word from it. So from here, as you're pushing back to anchoring, you're going to extend your elbow. Okay. Flexion, you're going to extend your elbows. That works the tricep. So again, I'm moving my feet just because the anchor is the opposite where I want it to be. Okay, and biceps, when you pull up on the biceps here, from here, if you can see me, you just kind of come up. So that works the biceps, okay? So again, now, I would say if I have my camera person, I can kind of have that person kind of swing around me, but all these considered, we kind of cover a lot of ground. We cover a proper warm-up using the complex from Olympic weightlifting, the power clean front squat with a push press, and then we move right into step outs, which are also known as leg lunges, forward and back, because if you work the backwards aspect of it, it helps to strengthen your core and it is more challenging. And then we did the TRX suspension. This is a Voss system that's behind me, but I hate to say it, but I am a TRX snob. And the other things that we cover are basically where you can use like a gallon of milk with PVC pipe working on tries and buys, or you can actually do that as well on a suspension system. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm Jackie Ma, Apex Training. I may be reached at 916-882-6293, or you can contact us at apextrainingforlife.com. Thank you, and let me know, athlete 201955, if you have any questions on this.